Live from our studios at number 5, Ola Hansen Lena Tessano here in Accra. This is the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Coming up. Minority dismisses government's economic turnaround claims. Group says Ghanaians are yet to feel the impact of the recovery.
Has not turned around. All these indicators that I'm giving you, they are paper indicators. There's been significant cost to this nation, like I've told you. Bank of Ghana had to really employ this stringent.
Also in the bulletin, flood task force begins second phase of dredging and demolition in Weja, Malam and Laboma.
We are going to dredge and make sure that we create a buffer where people can no longer go. But we are going to ask the assemblies to be watching out so that when anyone tries to encroach upon it.
Asante Hene urges Health Minister to complete and sustain existing health projects. And later, 2026 Northern Business Fair opens in Tamale to promote local enterprise and economic growth.
Day one is good. Business is going on smoothly. The buyers too are buying. We are happy about that. We pray that by the close of the day, what we are expecting, because we've given ourselves a target, that by the close of the day, at least we should be able to sell this amount.
I'm Charles Osukume, grateful to you for choosing us. Let's now settle for the details. So the Member of Parliament for Manson Kwanta, Twinibua Kudiafoku, has dismissed government claims of an economic turnaround. He argues that while macroeconomic indicators may have improved, the gains have yet to translate into better living conditions for the ordinary Ghanaian. There is more in this report.
The comments by Member of Parliament for Manson Kwanta, Twinibua Kudiafoku, come days after Finance Minister Dr. Ato Forson presented the media budget review. The Finance Minister highlighted what he described as government's achievements, including improved macroeconomic stability and the surpassing of key mid-year fiscal targets. Speaking on CTFM and Channel 1 TV's Weekend Current Affairs program, The Big Issue, Twinibua Kudiafoku argued that the government's economic achievements exist only on paper and have not been reflected in the lives of ordinary Ghanaians.
The economy has not turned around. All these indicators that I'm giving you, they are paper indicators. There's been significant cost to this nation, like I've told you. Bank of Ghana had to really employ this stringent monetary policy, which is affecting industry. That is why youth employment is hard. Can we have figures as to really how much or how many people have been employed? Can we have figures? We have 2 million Ghanaians that are unemployed.
Deputy Majority Leader and Member of Parliament for Cape Coast South, Kweku Rekitegan, defended the government's economic performance. He maintained that the administration first had to stabilize the economy following what he described as years of mismanagement under the previous government. On the 24-hour economy policy, he said government is creating the enabling environment needed for the initiative to succeed.
The next step from now on is basically to begin to grow the economy. In that growth, even though the growth numbers look good, but the actual growth that is going to bring the jobs are what we need to embark on now. And that will require a certain different set of skills in addition to what we've done so far from the very onset when this policy initiative came. It looks as if people have either chosen not to understand the feeling of our economy or to make a mockery of it, because they haven't really understood. 24-hour economy is not an event.
They say on a campaign platform you promised 133 jobs.
It was promised, but what I'm saying to you is that it wasn't meant to be an event.
It's a process.
It's a process. And a lot of things will have to come together. As I told you, if you don't have a stable government, you cannot build 24-hour economy.
Director of Policy for the United Party, Dr. Nanaya Edichum, also shared his views on the state of the economy and the government's policy direction.
In terms of the macroeconomic stability, you cannot really criticize the government for its achievement. It is a desirable end that every party, including the United Party, we propose that where we were in 2024 or even pre-2024, especially from 2022 coming up, we needed to maintain or push for a macroeconomic stability because it's anchor of the national development. All sectors actually feed on that. So that achievement is commendable. And the figures from 2025 when they took this new government took over, actually it's not new, 18 months, this government took over. Have been experiencing downward trend, but you must understand that it comes at a cost.
Executive Director of the Center for Policy Scrutiny, Dr. Edu Owusu-Sarkodie, called on government to place greater emphasis on domestic revenue mobilization to sustain economic recovery.
The government has done well so far in terms of stability. We need to embark on aggressive revenue mobilization. And my recommendation is that, Mr. President, you've done well with this reset agenda. Let's reset our agenda on revenue mobilization because I always say when you have revenue, you can do anything you want. Number one, the natural resource. Research by IFS has shown that if Ghana commands more than half of our natural resource in terms of participation interest, and we behave like Botswana, we can add $4.5 billion additional revenue annually. That's about 55 billion cedis annual additional revenue.
Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Duncan Amwa, commended government for its management of the energy sector.
The 1,200 megawatts that we intend to introduce, novel, beautiful. In fact, if there's something that this government has done well, it is also managing the energy sector that John Jinapor seemed to have under his armpit or ambit, whichever. Yeah. He has control. One of the key things that you would want to do within the energy space is to diversify the mix.
Well, away from the economy, the Flood Mitigation Task Force is preparing to begin second phase of its dredging and demolition exercise in Weja, Malam and the Laboma area to reduce the risk of severe flooding. The team has already begun removing structures built along waterways and drainage channels in some communities. Officials say activities within buffer zones that obstruct the free flow of water will not be tolerated. Akosio Trim has more.
The exercise began at New England, located behind the airport hills, continuing to Mayfair Garden Estates and proceeding to the Tessa Dam in East Legon and later Oyarifa. At the Tessa Dam, adjacent to the boundary road in East Legon, the Flood Mitigation Task Force identified structures built along the banks of the dam as encroachment had narrowed the waterway. Some developers had constructed illegal retaining walls, while indiscriminate dumping of plastic waste and other activities by squatters living around the dam caused heavy siltation of the reservoir and increasing the area's vulnerability to flooding. Before the exercise began, the commanding officer of the 48th Engineer Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces addressed the residents.
Today we have to carry out this exercise. It may not be, certainly, as immense as we are, it may not be in your at your comfort, all right? We understand that, but we have to conduct this exercise. All we expect is cooperation. This exercise area has its own safety implications. In view of that, we don't want any of you to be here. A designated waiting area has been earmarked for you. So I want all of you to move there, okay? At this stage, we will make sure that all your items you have brought out are not destroyed. Later, you can come and pick your belongings. How that is clear? Yes, for your own safety, all right? Any question? Okay, in that case, I want you to move to the exercise, the waiting area.
Next was the demolition. in Oyarifa, a developer had built a block of apartments directly over a natural waterway, obstructing its flow. The watercourse had been diverted. The task force demolished the obstructions.
So the problem is that because people have filled this place, the channel is narrow. So the water is not able to get enough space to maneuver to. Well, there's a holding area downstream where water is supposed to be collected. But because they filled that whole place, the place is not able to take up water. So once the place is blocked, the water pushes upwards and the place gets flooded. We're going to collect the debris. They are going to dredge and make sure that we create a buffer where people can no longer go. But we are going to ask the assemblies to be watching out so that when anyone tries to encroach upon it, action is taken immediately.
Minister for Works and Housing expressed shock over the continuous sale of lands in waterways, but pledged a year-round exercise.
You know, we have a dam right here. That's the Pesa Dam, and we need to have even a buffer beside the dam. But now what our people are doing is, even the dam site, they are trying to fill the side of it to reduce the size of the dam, and which is part of the reason why when it rains, our place gets flooded, because the water doesn't get a clear route to pass. So now what we're doing is, when we clear this side, but this side where we are standing now is supposed to be part of the dam, and it's being filled by people and being sold out as land to people to come and build. So now with this demolition, then now we will dredge the whole place to open up the dam well, so that when it rains, the water will get a place to settle. And that will help resolve these floods that we have within this East Legon enclave. Yesterday we started from opposite around Chadu. Yeah. So we did some few demolitions there. We went to behind Adenta to also do some demolitions there. And then some few places too within East Legon too. Yesterday we did some demolitions. And we will be moving to other areas.
Well, now pupils of Sasabi KKMA Basic School in the Kong Katamansi municipality now have a modern school building following an intervention by the Church of Christ. However, the school still lacks desks and laboratory equipment, affecting teaching and practical learning. Channel 1 News' Isaac Ofei filed this report, read by Samuel Akom.
Behind the newly constructed classrooms lies a continuing challenge. Many pupils of the Sasabi KKMA Basic School are forced to improvise because the school does not have enough desks. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has given the school a new lease of life by constructing a modern facility, offering hope to teachers, pupils, and the wider community. But school authorities say a building alone is not enough to guarantee effective teaching and learning. The school also lacks laboratory equipment, denying pupils the opportunity to undertake practical science lessons and gain hands-on experience. Teachers say although the new structure has restored dignity to the school, the shortage of furniture and science equipment continues to affect academic work.
So this is our science lab. Okay. Over the years, we are faced with challenges. We don't have classroom blocks. We don't have science lab. That's with the enhanced teaching of science practical. However, we are fortunate to have Church of Latter-day coming to our aid to support us by building classroom blocks for us and a science lab. Unfortunately, the lab is empty, as you can see for yourself. The lab is eventually empty. And this has really affected our academics because an aspect of science is practical, and we have to organize practical for the children. Here lies the case. We don't have lab benches, we don't have stools, we don't even have cabinets, or even the materials to enhance teaching of practical science.
By God's grace, the school, we had a new building, and we're supposed to have desks in the classroom. But unfortunately, we don't have enough desks for the students, and it's very much disturbing. And we need to, we are appealing to people to come to our aid and help us to fix it.
The JHS block was one stream, but currently we are having 2 streams. So we need additional 60 budgets to finish the additional classes that they have provided. And we'll be waiting, we are appealing to those who can help. Last but not the least, they told us that we should do the fencing of the school. And they have done their part and they are gone. The fencing is yet to be done, and boats come in, they dedicate around.
With the new academic year approaching, the school community is appealing to government, corporate institutions and benevolent individuals to provide desk and laboratory equipment. They say the support will help ensure that pupils have access to a more complete and conducive learning environment. For the peoples of Sasabi, the appeal is simple: a desk to sit at, a laboratory for practical learning, and an opportunity to build a brighter future.
Our school is complete, but we lack some infrastructure. For example, one of the most important ones is that we lack equipment and tools for the science lab. In science, there are topics like mixtures and chemicals, which need practical. When we just listen to the topic, we forget. But when we practice so that we understand, which gives us better understanding and And secondly, we need desks. A student cannot walk from his house to the school to come and stand and learn. While walking from his house to the student already gets tired.
Our school needs tables and chairs for the science lab. Yes, we have tools to make practicals, but we don't have tables and chairs to equip them, to set them up on. And as students, science is full of practicals. As the saying goes, I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do understand. Not all students can learn only from teaching. Most of them learn from practicals.
Although our school is complete, but our school lacks so many things. Some things like the science lab. The science lab doesn't have chairs for students to sit. And due to that, the students don't get time to practice. And there's a saying that practice makes perfect. When teachers teach, some students don't understand, but when we go to the lab and practice, we understand well. And today we were learning maths, but some of the students didn't get chairs to sit, so they sat on the floor. So when they sat on the floor, their dresses became dirty, and it is very difficult when our teachers are teaching. We also feel uncomfortable.
Well, still on education infrastructure, Gomoa Fete Senior High School continues to face major challenges. School authorities say improved facilities could further enhance teaching, learning, and student performance. Our Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiado has more in this report.
Established 13 years ago, Gomoa Fete Senior High School is yet to receive significant government support for its infrastructure needs. Apart from the main administration and classroom block, which was donated by the United Nations, other facilities, including dormitories, have been constructed through communal support and donations. But with increasing enrollment, pressure on the school's limited dormitory facilities continues to grow.
We don't have enough infrastructure for dormitories and also a dining hall. And a dormitory is overcrowded. Some sleep on the ground, not enough bed stands, and others have some even sleep outside. Okay, you can get about 120, 150 students in a dormitory.
Students say the available classrooms are inadequate, while the school also lacks a science laboratory and other essential practical learning facilities.
Because of insufficient tools and materials, we won't be able to do such things. So when it comes to exams like this, we won't be able to write. So we are pleading.
We have to sit in class 30, but due to inadequate classrooms, all the 102 students are being gathered in one classroom.
The school is also without a dining hall, forcing students and staff to make alternative arrangements during meal times.
If you have to eat dining and we're having a program and it's also raining, we can't eat unless the program is over. So we beg, we need dining hall. We started with our dining hall, so we need some help.
Despite the infrastructure deficit, school authorities say students continue to perform well academically. They believe the provision of additional facilities would help the school achieve even better results.
I can say that my staff members, especially the teachers, are doing wonders here. Our result is 86%. It means that we are doing so well. So if we should get other facilities, Fetaman is going to compete with the great schools.
One of the school's most pressing challenges was the lack of washrooms and toilet facilities, which had forced some students to resort to open defecation. The challenge has since been addressed through the intervention of a traditional leader from Gomuafete.
Na school for no omoko toilet or bush in enye fine. My boy Mbema DNA 10 and Ambadi and say 10.
Members of the school's board have also initiated a number of development projects and are appealing for support to complete them.
Look at the tables here. This is where the children eat. During the exam time, when you came here, see the children eating under the trees. So any furniture that the government gives to us, because we don't have a place to keep them, in order to get spoiled. So we need a dining hall as a matter of urgency.
When someone is climbing a good tree, you push that person up, and the school needs to be supported and needs to be pushed up. And if we can all support with resources, this school can achieve and do even greater things.
The chief of Gomuafete, Nana Aborata, is calling on government to provide the needed infrastructure for the school. He says Gomuafete Senior High School is the second most populous of the 3 senior high schools in the Gomua East District and requires urgent support to meet the needs of its growing student population.
Fetaman, we need a support from the government. That will ease things that the student or the management of the school are looking for.
5 o'clock, it's dinner time, and unfortunately, this is where students have had to take their meal. Authorities are therefore appealing for an urgent intervention for this school, which is going to become one of the best in the central region. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Gomuafete, Central Region.
We are watching the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. I'm Charles Osukume. Still ahead. Asantehene urges the health minister to complete and sustain existing health projects. We're back shortly. Please stay with us.
In Biggie's house, there's no place to hide. The energy can swing in an instant. Only the biggest moves tip the scale because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. Will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th, showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
As the sun rises over the city of Accra, its warm glow settles on one of the city's most thoughtfully planned communities, Lakeside Estate, and once again, something exceptional is unfolding. After the successful sale of our 4-bedroom Orca at Lakeside Hills, a new masterpiece is about to make its debut. An exquisite 4-bedroom story Orca home overlooking a breathtaking landscape of the Abri Mountains. This remarkable home now features a total floor area of 330 square meters, set on a generous 7,140 square foot plot. Step inside and you're welcomed by a spacious foyer leading to an open living and dining area, paired with a modern fitted kitchen with a stylish island crafted for the ultimate cooking experience. On the first floor, family living takes center stage. Spend quality time together and enjoy the convenience of a newly added infinite kitchenette, perfect for warming up your coffee or tea. For our esteemed homeowners who value privacy and productivity. A dedicated study area has been beautifully integrated into the design. This new home is a testament to trust, craftsmanship, and modern living. A space where elegance, comfort, and style come together effortlessly. Book your spot today by calling our sales expert on 020-477-5040 or 020-477-5042. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
You're welcome back to the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Let's focus on some other stories. Now, the chairperson of the Conference of Principals and Technical Institutions in the Bono region is urging parents to support children who wish to pursue technical and vocational education training programs. Well, she says TVET equips students with practical skills and employment and entrepreneurship and should not be regarded as an option for academically weak students. Michael Sapamfum, our Bono regional correspondent, reports.
Technical and vocational education and training has traditionally been viewed as an option for students considered academically weak. However, reforms in the sector, including the establishment of technical universities and the Ghana TVET service, have expanded opportunities for graduates to pursue higher education, secure employment, and establish their own businesses. Addressing the mid-year conference of principals of technical institutions in the Bono and Afro regions, Evelyn Kunedu-Boateng urged parents whose children are awaiting their basic education certificate examination results to support those interested in technical education. She said parents should not discourage their children from enrolling in technical institutions because of outdated perceptions about TVET.
My advice to parents and guardians that when the children have the desire, the zeal to do the vocational technical programs, they should encourage them. They should give them all the support that the children need, because at the end of the day, they'll realize that the children are going to acquire skills. And those skills, they don't need to wait for the government to employ them. Even some of them, whilst they are in school, they work to support their financial needs. And so, to all parents and guardians, I beg you, as the results are released and students are going to select the schools, if your ward tells you that he or she wants to do vocational or technical program, give them the maximum support.
The Vice Chancellor of Sunyani Technical University, Professor Kwadwo Adekrapia, also rejected the perception that TVET is meant for academically weak students. He said technical education provides the skilled workforce needed to support industrialization and national development.
TVET is no more a reserve for students who have learning challenges. It is more like that. Without the engineers, without the technicians, we cannot have all this. So without TVET, how will life be?
Some principals of technical institutions highlighted improvements in teaching and learning in their schools, but appealed to government for additional infrastructure, equipment, and other resources.
2023-2024, we receive a very massive support from government. That is a VASI project. That is a Austria government and a Ghana government project for the reinstalling of some of our departments. So Don Bosco was one of the beneficiaries. We benefited a lot. There were two new departments that started from the scratch. That is automobile engineering and the mechanical engineering. And then they refurbished some of the departments with the latest equipment and the tools that we need for effective technical education.
We received a support from government through Planet One, through the government. That was the formation of the TVET for migration with all the other TVET coming together. That's when the support came. And it helps us a lot because we had infrastructure, tools and equipment that is helping in aiding in helping our learners. And now, through that help and support, we have a new dormitory block for the learners, both boys and girls, that is to accommodate the borders.
In fact, a lot. We have a lot of students, but we lack infrastructure. So we are appealing to the government to help us in that aspect. Build classrooms, dormitories, library. We don't even have a sick bay. So we are appealing to the government and stakeholders to come to.
Parents have been admonished to encourage their ones who want to pursue technical and vocational education. For Channel 1 News, Michael Saponifum, Sunyane.
Well, now, with Goldfields lease to the Takwa mine due to expire in April 2027, debate is intensifying over whether the government should renew it. As part of the national conversation, Western Brew Chief Akwasi Ajianim visited the Takwa Nsuaim and Pristia Huni Valley municipalities to hear from residents. Details in this report.
The 30-year mining lease of Goldfields Takwa mine is set to expire at the end of April 2027, triggering mixed reactions over the company's contribution to development and livelihoods in its host communities, as well as whether its lease should be renewed. To gauge public opinion, Channel 1 TV spoke with residents in the Takwa Nsuaim and the Pristia Huni Valley municipalities.
So you go first and cut them kwani abanala main road na lampa he no to me na ina road into a kwan way to be frank I'm hana me na metia de bia me fa wa bom papa since you me to make out within 5 minutes na me do fee me be adwuma so within a short time na me do fee na kwan no so wa boyen or ye kwan na wa boyen papa into ma metu aka na aban the only one line system one in a sense there the Goldfields Foundation is helping, especially the catchment area, a lot. The true scholarship, water supply, teachers' quarters, the basic school facilities, the chief's compound that we have. They have just last year that they built maternity ward, and then including nurses' headquarters. So especially for the catchment area, they are assisting us a lot.
In the Pristia Huni Valley municipality, the municipal chief executive, Matthew Aye, outlined what he described as the benefit Goldfields has brought to the area through infrastructure and community development initiatives.
This road from Samahu to Pripesa links almost 6 communities, as I said. And the construction of this road is a big relief. Big relief to myself at the municipal chief executive and the district assembly. Hitherto, like this duty will just fall on the shores of the assembly, but the foundation coming to our aid just to do construction. This construction is a big relief. So we'll give a great thanks to the foundation and the Goldfields management as a whole.
The chief executive officer of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Ken Ashibe, believes host communities would benefit more from mining if the government increased the share of mineral revenue allocated to them from the current 8% to 30%.
We get people talk about the comparison between Takwa and Johannesburg and all of that. The way that would happen is ensuring that we get investment into these communities. So what we are asking for is that if you look at the percentage of royalties that currently are returned to our traditional authorities and our local authorities, it's about 8%. And that's not adequate. And not only is the amount quantum, you have situations where some Gaiety has done some work that demonstrate that some of these local authorities, assemblies, they take the money and then they put it into funeral donation. And so what we are asking is 2 things. 1, increase the quantum at least to 30% coming into these host communities. And when you bring them into the host communities, put them into strategic investment.
Meanwhile, the managing director of Goldfields Ghana, Elliot Chum, says the company remains committed to supporting its host communities.
I work for Goldfields. I know the impact Goldfields has made in the communities and on this country. So not just as an employee of Goldfields, but as a Ghanaian, I would advocate that Goldfields' lease is extended, that will continue to contribute to the economic development and socio-economic development within our communities and in Ghana.
Well, away from mining, Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has disclosed that Ghana and India have set a target to double bilateral trade volumes to $6 billion. Speaking during the presentation of letters of credence by India's new High Commissioner to Ghana, the minister said both countries will deepen cooperation in agriculture, ICT and pharmaceutical manufacturing to create jobs and drive economic growth.
We have set for ourselves very ambitious targets. We want to double our trade volumes beyond the $3 billion margin that we are doing currently. Medium term, we are looking at about $6 billion, which is very doable. We also want to work closely in the area of agriculture because you have a comparative advantage there. You have agri equipment and machinery that we will need, and the president wants us to collaborate with you strongly to support his Feed Ghana initiative. So that's one of the priority areas that we'll be working on together. The other priority area the president wants us to focus on is in the IT space, AI, IT. We have just reviewed and overhauled our curriculum, and AI robotics is now compulsory right at the basic level. It's been mainstream, and the president also has one of his flagship programs, the 1 million coders program. So we want to work with India, which is a powerhouse, everybody knows, when it comes to IT, when it comes to AI, the Internet of Things. India is a powerhouse, so we want to work closely with you on that. The third priority area that we are seeking to deepen cooperation is in the pharmaceutical space. Only this week, we hosted the Africa Union Extraordinary Summit, and Ghana was asked to host because of our leadership on the continent when it comes to health within the Accra Reset agenda. The president has been talking about health sovereignty. He's been talking about us building resilience and developing our own capacity to manufacture our drugs. Globally, Africa accounts for about 25% of the disease burden, but vaccine production is just around 1%, and we learned the hard way during COVID. We had to be in the queue forever, even though we had the ability to pay for the vaccines, but we just could not have access, and we had to rely on the benevolence of India. We are always grateful to you. If India didn't come to our aid, we don't know what would have happened.
Well, now to health. Asante Hino Tumfo said to the second has urged the Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando to ensure continuity in the implementation of health policies and projects initiated by successive governments. He says sustaining health initiatives beyond political administrations is critical to reducing waste, preventing disruptions, and improving healthcare delivery. Our Ashanti regional correspondent, Bright Ebua, has more.
The Minister for Health, Kwabena Mintah Kando, and his delegation paid a courtesy call on the Asante Hene at the Menchia Palace on Friday, July 24, 2026. During the meeting, Otumfo Oseitutu II stressed the need for governments to continue viable health policies and projects started by previous administrations. He said abandoning such initiatives often creates additional financial burdens and operational challenges for the state. The Asante Hene also advised the health minister to remain cautious in the discharge of his duties and to be wary of people who may appear sincere but harbor hidden intentions.
Nipa no obeba no bedwene saade ne sei na mde fa so beboa magana mra yakoso na yebu kontakire de besre se mama omampanyi ne sensifo ya shemonsa no onka mu se edikana mai na shemonsa ye mo chemo na na eke chese ugusu awoye na ugusu amoye onye muhwanye ma NCP mame obi aba no oto aso a ebedru ye nim papa si a nhwe sa na mom ye gya hyehyɛ ni gya tum ebere na fe di obeba no na asɛm foforɔ na abɛda n'anim. Ɔmo sika bi wɔ hɔ a yɛde bɛyɛ a na akɔsɛe mu. Nti sɛ ɛbaa ne yɛsɛ apɛ bosia foforɔ de akɔyɛ amena ka ho.
Health Minister Kwabena Mintai Akando disclosed that government is considering partnerships with the Christian Health Association of Ghana, churches, and financially capable private individuals to complete stalled Agenda 111 hospital projects. He said the projects could be completed under mutually agreed agreements with interested partners.
Sir Chad, Papa Yamini Namui, Christian Health Association of Ghana, and sorry hospitals on the Dano. You know, money competition, here partners. Mr. Omo, a sorry be fee say Agenda 111 no, but you do not be some new area a buying at Bebano. A crown craving so fee say, or so bit my baby, near nice share a buying at Bebano. Not to say to me, really, no, near value for money.
Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amokene also announced that the Mahama Cares program will establish a positron emission tomography laboratory near the Cardio Center in the Ashanti region.
Mahama Care is Cardio Center, my almost a person see PET lab and a PET scan. A home has had the money. The whole letter, now for 2 for my assassin, the PET scan no asaba be ka ho e wo ho e dia man do from madasi ana masasere se ye bi bisi mbo ike mo za ho ba ko so kan ho wo ho se de be ya se wo for no ko ha e ho hia so ba konfa no ti be ye hwe nti no so ya ka ada ho ase e wo tumfo ni Grata ndo bangi no ko be dia sa se wo for no chi na ba ko adi bi wo se bua na se do maye Cardio Center na maye no mo fa PET na maka ho e wo se aye comprehensive.
This is still the Channel 1 newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. 2026 Northern Business Fair opens in Tamale to promote local enterprise and economic growth. We're back in the GP. Please don't go away.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is doing something delicious. Hot pepper sauce, spicy. Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito,
Lizzie Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito, dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
In Biggie's house, there's no place to hide. The energy can swing in an instant. Only the biggest moves tip the scale because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. Will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th, showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
Welcome to a place where everyday living is reimagined, where space, movement, and community come together effortlessly. With thoughtfully designed spaces, modern facilities, and everything you need within reach, you don't just live here, you feel safe, comfortable, and at ease. Step inside Eden Heights and discover spaces crafted for comfort, style, and everyday living. And just when it feels right, you will know. Because this isn't just about finding a house, it's about stepping into a better way of living. Eden Heights, the height of modern living. Book a private viewing today.
Well, thank you for staying with us here on the Channel One Newsroom. Now, the 2026 Northern Business Fair has officially opened at the Tamale Jubilee Park, attracting a strong turnout of exhibitors, patrons, business leaders, and government officials in support of local enterprise and economic growth. Organizers and participants say the event is providing businesses with an opportunity to showcase their products, attract new customers, and build strategic partnerships. Our Northern Bureau Chief, Shawana Yusuf, reports.
Exhibitors at this year's Northern Business Fair say they are encouraged by the impressive turnout on the opening day. Many told Channel One TV they recorded brisk sales and received strong interest from potential customers and business partners. They described the fair as an important platform for promoting their brands, expanding their customer base, and increasing sales. Exhibitors also encourage residents of Tamale and neighboring communities to visit the Jubilee Park to support local businesses.
The business is okay, at least some few people have come to buy. And I attach popcorn. They are buying the popcorn small. Yeah, so business is okay. It's better than me sitting in my shop.
Yeah, sure. What are you expecting in the coming days?
Well, I'm hoping that they will buy more. Yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow being Sunday, a lot of people will come out and then buy.
For those who are not here, what do you want to tell them?
Yes, they should all come out and then advertise their businesses, and then those who are buying too should come and buy.
Day one is good. Business is going on smoothly. The buyers too are buying. We are happy about that. We pray that by the close of the day, what we are expecting, because we've given ourselves a target that by the close of the day, at least we should be able to sell this amount. So we are praying and hoping that we'll get that amount. And looking at how it's going, I'm sure with him that it will go on well. And we are happy for the organizers, Channel One TV, my people. The program is a very interesting and educative one. We get to exhibit our products to our buyers and then interact with them. Yeah, so we are.
How was last year for you? I saw you last year. This is not your first time. How was it?
Oh, last year was massive. The sale was great. So I'm just hoping that this year too will go. Yes, we'll cash out.
Patrons also described the fair as an eye-opening experience, saying it has highlighted the creativity, innovation, and quality products being developed by indigenous businesses in northern Ghana. They urge the public to take advantage of the event by supporting local entrepreneurs and exploring products and services available within the region.
I've heard of your adverts and I've come to experience the feelings here. Yeah.
How is it for you? Are you seeing interesting?
Well, I'm seeing new products around. Very nice products. I'm seeing natural oil, something for hair growth and other things. And skin things. So a lot of products are here. There are nice items here. Yeah, so they should come, seriously, they should come and witness for themselves. They will see the very nice things around.
And I came for the Northern Fair. I've seen a lot of beautiful things, especially the sachet rubbers being used for baskets and earrings and some other things. I'm so happy because right now the littering will be minimized because we can channel it into productive use. And I've seen kuli packaged nicely. Sometimes you want to buy, but how to handle it is a problem. But with this packaging, I think it's a bit easy. Can see the bokpa with their candles, yellows around, which are really beautiful. Glasses, flowers, clothes, a whole lot.
Authorities in the northern region say the business fair is more than an exhibition, describing it as a platform for networking, attracting investment, and creating business partnership. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Northern Regional Minister Ali Adolf John said sustainable development cannot be driven by government alone and called for stronger partnership to support local enterprises. He encouraged exhibitors to seize the opportunity presented by the fair to grow their businesses and explore new markets. Dignitaries also commended the management of Channel 1 TV and City FM for creating a platform that promotes business across northern Ghana.
The good people of the Northern Region and the Regional Coordinating Council to express my profound gratitude to Channel 1 TV and City FM for bringing this fair all the way to Northern Region. And just as I indicated, we are in a period of mourning, but I can tell you that at least those of us who have managed to come here, I want to say that we don't regret for coming. At least what we have seen, we will share it with those who have not been able to come just because we are mourning here. And what I've seen so far, I must say that I'm highly impressed. I'm highly impressed. When I move from stand to stand to see the things that they have produced, it's quite amazing. And I just want to encourage them. Just like we have indicated, this is not just a fair, but it goes beyond that. They will use this opportunity to showcase what we produce also in the north.
We need to also ensure that the oil aspect of the share is being utilized, and that is why I am challenging everybody. But I'm very happy that this particular program is coming here. City has done very well, not leaving this in Channel 1 TV. They've done well, not leaving this in the south, and they have also brought it to our doorstep. We are very happy, and we encourage City to continue to do this and Channel 1 to continue to do this. We will help as participants and also stakeholders to be able to enhance the business environment. If you are able to do this, we'll be able to educate our children, we'll be able to enhance and support the farming, we'll be able to contribute our quota to the economy of Ghana, and we'll be able to also help the standard of living of the people of Ghana. I think this is very great, and we need to support it.
Sponsors of the 2026 Northern Business Fair also reaffirmed their commitment to supporting entrepreneurship and enterprise development in northern Ghana. They pledge to continue partnering with Channel 1 TV and City FM to expand economic opportunities for businesses in the region.
It's a privilege for EcoBank Ghana to support this all-important business fair. At EcoBank, we believe that economic sustainability is driven by entrepreneurs, traders, farmers, small businesses, and women-led businesses. And for this reason, EcoBank for the second time has decided to sponsor this program. So it is our firm belief that, yes, as an African bank, we'll be able to support our entrepreneurs, more especially the agribusinesses and the women-led businesses in the north here to push the development of this country. As my colleagues have stated, we are at our best to support the 24-hour economy, and we do that by sponsoring this program to ensure that we give money to the people who are driving the economy to be able to bring the needed development as needed. By supporting this initiative such as this business fair, the NPA is helping to create an environment where all exhibitors, visitors are encouraged to network, explore new opportunities, build partnerships, and support local enterprises. Together, we can strengthen our economy and unlock the immense potential of Northern Ghana. Thank you to the organizers and everyone who has made this event possible. I wish you all a successful and rewarding Business Fair 2026.
Great stuff on display here at the Northern Business Fair 2026, ranging from clothes, from service, and also for those who are rendering food services, they are here on display. And for patrons, they describe this year's event as a very marvelous one, and they are looking forward to buying more and more of the things that have been put on display. For exhibitors, they tell us that It is not yet the end of day one, but they have a lot of sales going on for them, and they are hoping and praying that tomorrow being Sunday, more and more people will troop in to purchase their products and services. For Channel 1 News, my name is Shawana Yusuf, reporting from the Tamale Jubilee Park, where the Northern Business Fair 2026 is taking place here in Tamale, in the Northern region.
Well, let's stay with the Northern Business Fair. My colleague Umaru Sandamadu is joining us live from Tamale via telephone. Good evening to you, Sanda. You're welcome to the program. Busy Fairs Day. How did it go?
It was fantastic. Our expectations have been met, Charles. Indeed, this is the second edition of the Northern Business Fair, and as we had planned, in fact, all our invited dignitaries, led by the regional minister, was in attendance who launched this. There was a regional minister, the mayor for Tamale, the MCE for Sanego. Those are the two local assembly authorities in the area. Now, we had a member of parliament for Tamale Central fly in from Accra, leaving the budget work purposely to come and just attend the business fair. And he bought a number of plots, which he said he was going to send to his wife. And these are just the dignitaries. We had sponsors around, and we had a number of patrons coming throughout the day. Even though late in the afternoon we were threatened by rain, the rain, which came for like a minute or two, did not scare away the patrons who still kept trooping in and making purchases. The vendors were excited. They came in time and set up, and we had a wonderful show. Tomorrow is another day. We continue on Sunday for day 2 of the Northern Business Fair, which is essentially to showcase everything that the North has to offer, where the North includes Northern region, Northeast region, Upper East region, Savannah region, and Upper West region.
Asana, before you go, what were some of the items on display?
There were various items. I mean, there was one that stood out for me. Dabupa is a technical school in Tamale. They produce tricycles. These ones that they call yolo down here, but in Accra we call them abuboya. Those ones they produce those ones. They produce a mini tractor. They produce incubator for babies that were born preterm, and a number of fantastic things that they brought out to come and showcase. Now, share butter, as they say in Chi, if it comes to the North, there were a lot of vendors who had different share butter products styled differently. Some as perfume, some as hair cream, some in different ways, body lotion and all of that. Then we have the regular, of course, smokes or fugu. But the interesting thing is that at this place, you can see 3 people selling smoke or vending smoke. You wouldn't know that they mean 2 different things or 3 different things. The Bolgatanga smoke is different from the Tamale or Yendi smoke, which is the Dagomba smoke.
Really?
And this is also different from the Savannah smoke, which is done by the Gunjes in Daboya and other places. So you are free to choose from whichever region you want to on whatever you really intend to get purchased. So there were that, and there were several other original products from Northern Ghana on display, Charles.
All right. Thank you very much, Umaru Sanda Amadu. The Northern Business Fair continues on Sunday. If you are in and around Tamale, make sure to pass by and get a few things for yourself. Well, that will be all for this edition of the Channel 1 Newsroom here on Channel 1 TV. I'm Charles Osukumi. Many thanks to you for watching.